When I was 6 years old, my mum burned a shoebox full of photographs in our backyard. She didn't cry. She didn't even blink. She just watched the fire eat each picture like it had personally wronged her. I remember asking her what was in the box. "Trash," she said, staring into the flames. "Memories we don't need." That was the first time I realised something was off about her, but back then I just thought she was sad in a grown-up way I didn't understand. By the time I was 10, I knew her rules by heart. 1. Never let her bleed. If she ever got cut, I had to clean it up immediately. No questions, no hesitation. I wasn't allowed to call 911. 2. Never wake her after midnight. If she fell asleep on the couch, I had to leave her there, even if the TV was still on, even if she was muttering in her sleep in a language I didn't recognise. 3. Never say her maiden name out loud. She never wrote it down, never told me what it was, but she made it very clear. If I ever found it, I was never to say it. Not even to myself. At 13, I asked her if we had any family. "Not anymore," she said. "Did they die?" "No," she said, staring into her coffee. "They left me behind." Normal mums take their kids to the zoo. Mine made me practice applying butterfly bandages to her arms with surgical precision. She called it emergency training. I didn't understand what kind of emergency she was expecting, but I followed the rules, because breaking them felt wrong, like something ancient and dangerous was just waiting for us to slip up. Scene continuation, a snapshot of normal. Life. I'm 17 now. We live in a weather-beaten house at the edge of a sleepy Oregon town where the fog always feels a little too thick. Mum works from home as a transcriptionist. Headphones always on, blinds always closed. She avoids people like they're made of poison. And me? I'm just trying to survive high school without becoming a cautionary tale. I've gotten good at hiding the weird parts of my life. My friends think she's just eccentric. "Your mum's kinda hot but also kinda haunted," my best friend Nick once said. I didn't laugh. Sometimes I catch her staring at her own reflection, not into it like a person should, but at it like she's trying to figure out if it's still her. Other times, I'll find her standing in the hallway at night, perfectly still, head tilted toward my door. She never remembers doing it. At least that's what she says. Scene closer, a spark of suspense. One night, I hear her humming. It's not a lullaby, not anything familiar, just a low, tuneless sound, like wind whistling through broken glass. I creep out of my room, careful not to wake the floorboards. She's in the living room, asleep on the couch, TV off, lights off, just her, bathed in the pale light of the moon. Mouth slightly open, still humming. I almost reach out to shake her. Then I remember rule number 2. Never wake her after midnight. So I freeze, back away, and go to bed with the blanket over my head, heart pounding like a drum. That night, I dream of her face, stretching into something that isn't quite human. It happened on a Tuesday, which somehow makes it worse. Not a full moon, not Halloween, not some dramatic storm rolling in. Just a boring rainy Tuesday where the sky looked like wet cement and everyone seemed half asleep. We were on our way home from picking up groceries, her idea, and that was rare enough. Mum didn't like public places, said she felt too seen in crowds. But that day, she insisted on driving, said she needed the air. I should have known something was off. She was humming again, that same weird, breathy tune she sometimes made in her sleep. I had the bags on my lap, milk sweating through the plastic. I can't tell what happened in the short video. If you want to watch the full story on channel link below.